welcome to Knoxville Personal Training. I'm Roxy Marmaduke, and I'm going to show you how to make a fabulous spicy chicken soup. The great thing about this recipe is you can do it kind of many different ways. You can make it into a veggie soup. You can add rice to it. You could add noodles to it if you would like. So I'm just going to show you kind of like my veggie soup version with rice that I will add in later. So first what you'll want to start off with is 3 pounds of chicken. And I'm just going to go ahead and plop 3 pounds of chicken breast just right into my crock pot. So, I mean, that's pretty easy right there. Okay, 3 pounds of chicken breast. You could also do like a whole chicken if you would like, instead of just the chicken breast. That would give it, you know, the good bone marrow, like chicken stock in there. So that would be really, really tasty. So I'm going to take 6 tomatoes. They're about medium-sized tomatoes. I've already cut them up. I haven't de-seeded them or taken the skin off or anything like that. I'm going to take 6 tomatoes, and I'm going to put it right here into my Vitamix blender. I'm probably just going to do about half to start off with, so I don't fill up my Vitamix blender too much. You could also do this in a large food processor. And then I'm going to take 6 jalapenos. I'm going to go ahead and just put half of the jalapenos in there just to, you know, make sure it doesn't get too full. And then I'm going to take a tablespoon of my minced garlic that I've made. Plop it right in there. Do a couple pinches of salt. 1 pinch, 2 pinches. I'm going to go ahead and put the top on. And I've got my little presser here. I'm going to turn this on. We're going to do this on the hot soup function. And I'm just going to go ahead and start it here. And I just want to blend it up to a nice consistency. It's going to be kind of liquidy. Alright, that looks good. So I'm just going to heat up here. And I'm not going to keep it on the hot soup. Okay, so what I was saying was I'm not going to keep it on the hot soup. So now, don't want to put this with the juices. I'm going to move this plate. Okay, so I've taken about 3 tomatoes and 3 jalapenos. Oh, and the jalapenos were de-seeded, and I took out all the middle stuff. So go ahead and de-seed those, otherwise it's going to be way too spicy. I'm just going to throw this just right on top. Oh my god, that looks so good. So I'm basically just going to repeat that one more time. So I'm going to add the rest of my tomatoes. So I've done 6 tomatoes total. You can certainly half this recipe if you would like. I just always like to make a lot at once because I don't mind eating the same thing over and over again. Or you can even refreeze this. So that was my jalapenos, my tomatoes, my tablespoon of minced garlic. Do a couple pinches of salt here. 1 pinch, 2 pinch. Alright, I'm going to put this, yep, we got jalapenos, yep, we got it all in there, okay. I'm going to put this right back on there, and we're going to do this again. So good. There we go. That's about it right there. This is going to taste amazing. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to pour the rest in just right over the chicken. And then, you know what? I'm going to grab a splash of water. Let's do about 8 ounces of water in here. Kind of water it down just a little bit. That's perfect. Okay. So now we have the chicken, we have the soup base in there. I'm going to add in some carrots. I have carrot chips, they're organic. You can also do some baby carrots and just kind of cut them in half, but I figured this would be, you know, pretty easy. And I'm just going to throw that right in. So I'm going to do this, I'm going to put this on high for 4 hours or low for 8 hours. Either one is completely fine. After this is done cooking, you're going to want to shred up the chicken because remember we did put whole chicken breast in there. So you're going to want to shred up that chicken. This is going to be amazing. Now at this point, you can make your rice or make your pasta and then just add it to it when it's done. Or you can take, I have a concoction here of just sliced zucchini, squash, and eggplant. You can do this, you can cook this in your crock pot 40 minutes before this is done. So let's say you do low, 8 hours. You're going to look at this crock pot at 7 hours and 20 minutes. And you're going to put your concoction of squash, zucchini, and eggplant in there so that way it'll cook. If you leave this out, you can totally add in the pasta or the rice. You could even add in the rice to this too. That would be amazing. So this will be added in later. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in my crock pot here. Cover it. You know what? I'm gonna stir this a little bit so that way the carrots kind of get in there really good. Yeah, that's much better. Alright, so now I'm going to cover it. I'm going to do low, or I'm going to do high for 4 hours. Let's do high. I want to set my clock for 4 hours so that way I can make sure to check on this. You could also check on it at about maybe 3 hours and see how it's doing, because sometimes it'll cook a little bit faster, but 4 hours would be great. So if you like this recipe, please like Knoxville Personal Training on Facebook. Check us out at knoxvillepersonaltraining.com for any information that you may have for cooking, Pilates, personal training, and more. If you like this video, please share with your friends on Facebook. Thank you so much, guys. I'm Roxy Marmaduke.